A large car sales room recorded over 1 month period the colours of the new cars it sold to customers. The data is given in the frequency table below. So the colours were black, white, red, blue, silver or other. And this row here represents the number of cars or the frequency. So for example, there was 24 black cars, 15 white cars and so on. You want to show this information in a pie chart. Part 1. Describe precisely the data type when the colour of each car sold is recorded. When the colour of a new car which is sold is recorded, the data is univariate, which means one value was recorded. So the car was either black, or it was white, or it was red, and so on. There's only one piece of data given, one piece of information, and that's just the colour. So bivariate data is where there's two pieces of information given. So for example, someone's height and someone's weight. The data is also categorical, it's word data, because colour, black, white, red, blue, silver, other, is not numeric, it's not a number. We do have numbers listed here, but this is the frequency. This is how many black cars. So black itself is categorical data. And it is also nominal. We cannot arrange the colours in any kind of order. So word data that cannot be arranged, there's no order, is nominal data. Whereas if it was word data, categorical data that could be arranged, it would be called ordinal. For example, days of the week, months of the year. Part 2. Calculate the fraction of all cars sold for each colour and determine the angle at the centre of the sector for that colour on a pie chart. We can construct the following table to calculate the fractions and angles at the centres of the sectors. So the first thing we have to do is add up the number of cars. So the total number of cars sold is 24 plus 15 plus 9 plus 5 plus 12 plus 7, which is 72. So just add these to get the total. To find the fractions for each colour, divide the number for that colour by 72, which is the total sold. And to find the angle at the centre of each sector, we multiply each fraction by 360 degrees, because there's 360 degrees in a full circle. So there was 24 black cars sold over a total of 72. 24 divided by 72 simplifies to a third, and a third multiplied by 360 degrees is 120 degrees. So the angle representing black will be 120 degrees. There were 15 white cars sold, and 15 divided by 72 simplifies to 5 over 24, and 5 over 24 times 360 degrees is 75 degrees. So the angle for the white cars will be 75 degrees. Likewise, for red cars we get an eighth and 45 degrees. For blue cars we get 5 over 72 and 25 degrees. For silver cars we get 1 over 6 and 60 degrees. And for other we get 7 over 72 and 35 degrees. And a good way to check are you right, if you add up all the angles, they should total 360 degrees, because there's 360 degrees in a full circle. Part 3. Construct a pie chart showing a title and labels. So what you want to do is choose a starting point once you've drawn out your circle. If the circle is not already given to you, then I suggest you use a compass. You put your point in the middle and draw a straight line from the centre to the edge. So you're really drawing in the radius of the circle. Place your protractor down and move your finger all along the edge of the protractor until you get to the first angle you're looking for, which in this case would be 120 degrees. So you put a dot or a point on just beside the edge of the protractor where it says 120 degrees. Remember, 120 degrees is an obtuse angle, so be careful that you don't use the inside angle or the acute angle, which would actually be 60 degrees. Always be careful, always be aware if you're trying to draw an acute angle or an obtuse angle. Remember, an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. An obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Once you've drawn in your point or your dot, you then join that dot to the center of the circle. And there you have your first angle. So we label this as black 24 because there was 24 black cars. Then you rotate your protractor so that this is your new starting point, this is your new baseline, and you draw on your next angle in the same way, and you work your whole way along until you get back to the start. There should be no gaps left if you've drawn in the angles correctly. And here we have our finished pie chart representing the colour of cars sold.